Yo, what's going on, guys? And the New Orleans Pelicans are a team that, in this draft, everybody's watching them because last year we heard they wanted to get Scoot Henderson. This is a team that seems like they're going in through a transition period where this has become Zion's team, no longer Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram seems like he could be on his way out, and it's not necessarily a draft class that's loaded. And with the 21st pick, the guys that they could get at that range might not be much better than the guys that they could get in the second round. So they could move back in the NBA draft to pick up multiple future seconds and probably trade out of the draft or just have a second round pick, as they are trying to balance out their picks moving forward. For me, one of the things I think about is with Najee Marshall and a few of the other guys moving on and having their success that they've had with second round picks, they probably want to help build up the depth through second round picks. As the Pelicans are flush with first round picks in the coming years, they have all of their own picks plus extra picks and swaps coming from LA, Lakers, and Milwaukee Bucks. New Orleans doesn't have many second round picks though, as now the Pelicans have a second round pick only in 2030. All the teams' other day two selections have been moved to other teams through various trades. So I think they just want to get a few more seconds and maybe even a second in this year's draft. Plus, with the new rules for contracts around second round picks, it just makes sense to go after guys that are going to be more than likely available in the second, at the same time could be available at the 21st. What I basically mean is outside of the top 5-10 players, it's a crapshoot on who could go, like where. Like guys like Trenton Flowers could be there, that they could maybe have an interest, and that's like maybe a relatively unknown name for most of y'all. But in reality, if I'm looking at my big board right now, from guys like Kevin McCullough, like if they traded their first round pick for multiple seconds and maybe an early second in this year's draft, guys like Kevin McCullough, Tyler Smith, Ryan Dunn, Johnny Furphy, Keyshawn George, Khalil Ware, Jalen Tyson, Dylan Jones, Melvin Ajinça, Carlton Carrington, Juan Yunez, Ulrich Shamanchi, maybe Deron Holmes, Tristan DeSilva, Ethan Almanza, Ugana pulled out. Trevon Brazil, Kelly Larson, Terrence Shannon Jr., Harrison Ingram, Baylor Shireman, Justin Edwards, Oso Iguodaro, Ajay Mitchell, Keyshawn Johnson, PJ Hall. All those guys are going to be available in the second, and they could be better options, in my opinion, than drafting a guy at the 21st who has similar potential or similar floors to those guys. So that's my 2 cents. When I look at this, it just makes tons of sense to just trade back, especially in a draft class like this, and with how their off season's gonna potentially go. I think it's in their best interest. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think? It's definitely an interesting development for them. I think looking at how their roster, Najee Marshall is a guy who could be gone, and just needing to pay Trey Murphy down the road. Jonas Valanciunas is another guy who seemingly is probably on his way out. They need backup big. I see the second round being a really, really good place to try to get some bargain guys this year and in the future, and build up with the new second round pick rules to give them longer deals in those 2 year